Hello, this is Solomon from RightSideTrading.com. I'm going to do a quick little video here showing a trade on Twitter. Market has overall market is kind of bullish today. Today is January 8th, 2015. Disclaimer up on the screen right now. It is a virtual trade in the live market. This is for educational purposes only. What I'm really trying to show is help people get maybe a little familiar with how to use this particular platform, but also, what to trade, when to trade, and kind of how to trade it. I show some breakout trades, and we're looking at Twitter right now. Twitter had some news come out earlier this week that somebody was purchasing a lot of Twitter, and I traded it that day, and ever since then I did a day trade on it. I usually don't hold things too long the way I trade, but let's take a look at that right quick, kind of give you my overall thoughts on it. It was this day the news had came out. I think I traded it on one of these pullbacks. I don't know if it was this one or this one here, and then I know I ended up staying in it. After it broke these highs, it was this one. I might have got out here. You know what I mean? I have to look back at my account. If I traded it here, I might have got out here. I know I traded it early in the day. I know I didn't ride it all the way up here. I know it really took off. But then I watched it the next day and I saw that it had dropped. So today I was watching it, and I'll do some Fibonacci's. I like using Fibonacci's or pivot points on this one here. And I draw Fibonacci's even on a day, the morning high and the morning low of previous day, and I was looking to see what was going to happen. As you can see, I'm starting here. I went down to here. So we're seeing what happened today. It went up to the 50% point. But I'm really just looking at it now. I didn't really trade it this morning live, but in my live account. So right now I want to do a video on a virtual trade to put out there. I'll zoom in. So that's what I was looking at. Big run up 2 days ago. Big pullback. Yesterday, and now today looks like it's trying to run up again. And now it's at a point, we'll zoom in a little bit, where it's kind of trying to break up the day's high. I wanted to get in. Usually on my videos, I'm showing you to get into these trades, usually here on this candle here, after this little pullback on after one of these highs. And now I'm up here at the top, breakout, what I usually call breakout, fake out. It already tried to do its breakout, and it came back down, and I was looking to get into this trade again right here at this point on this candle. And I'll show you how we can make a little bit of money on that. I'm going to go ahead and jump in this trade right now. Now right here, looking for it to go higher. We zoom back out, looking at my Fibonacci's, my lines. I think this thing can go from, it's trading at 38.35 right now. I'm looking for it to go up to maybe 38.70 and go to that one of the next Fibonacci's line, which is at 38.60. So that's almost 30 cents. 30 cents. So that's an easy 10 cents, 15 cents on an option trade that I like trading. So this is the trade that normally I would be looking at, but the market has really opened up way high. It's already at its highs. I don't know if the market is going to give this thing any help to go any higher. So that's why I'm doing a virtual trade and not a real trade. So let's go ahead and place this trade. So that's kind of like my reason for buying it. Now I'll slide over and show you what I would trade. Different something. Let's go get off that. Off that. So now we're looking at the options. And on the option chain, I would actually go to a weekly. I've been, like I said, I traded it earlier in the week, so I know that the options have a little bit of a spread and a 3-cent spread. I would be looking at a 0.63 delta on here. I would trade a little higher delta. I wouldn't trade the lower delta like I normally would, like I trade sometimes. Also, again, since this thing is, I'm just expecting only being in a short time, but I want to trade a higher possible delta that I can afford. You know, we've been trying to keep these trades right around $500. We've made money on our last few trades, so we can go a little bit over $500. I'll probably end up spending around $700 on this. In contracts, a quick look. We want to get 70 cents. Okay. Let me just go back up a little bit. I'm doing a weekly. Got your bid and your axe. This trading is the bid is around 69, axe is around 71. We're going to be actually looking to get somewhere in between there. So I'm clicking on my axe side to bring up our order entry screen on this particular platform. It's showing 69 cents. They have a confirm and send button down here. I'm clicking the confirm and send. I'm verifying that I'm doing a single option, a single long call option. I'm buying 10 contracts of Twitter January 2, which will be expiring tomorrow. I know I'm only going to be in this trade for a few minutes, so this is okay with me right now, based on what I've seen how this option trade. I'm not worried, and it's slightly in the money, 0.63 delta, right at the money, and I'm only paying 69 cents for it, times 100, times 10. So it's coming out. Total cost for this trade is $690, plus commissions, whatever your commissions may be. And I am submitting it. Let's see if we get filled. It looks like it's dropping on us a little bit. We did get filled at 69 cents. And now let's go back over to our chart. And let's go to a footer chart. And let's zoom back in. And a lot of times I like to finish up on an hourly chart. Also, I'll show you some stuff why I was looking at this on an hourly chart and why I don't mind waiting to try to play it up. It didn't drop down as far as I noticed that Twitter was kind of trending up here. I draw the trend line here on the bottom edge of this on an hourly chart. And if you duplicate this, then that kind of came out funny. What is that? Oh, why did I do it like that? Oh, there we go. That was kind of strange. Oh, I guess that's where you can actually pivot. But right here, I'm dropping this trend line on the top edge of these, starting really from this point here, close enough. Now, another thing that I noticed this morning on the top, so it kind of went up above this trend area, dropped down yesterday into this range, and tried to pull back up out of that range yesterday. Didn't quite do it. This morning, it opened up above this trend range that I was looking for this thing to maybe stay in. And now it's back above that. So it's going to create a new trend, on this, maybe still positive. But I kind of don't mind trading it long. I wish I was watching it this morning. I would have did a live trade on it again, maybe going up at least to that 50% retracement area. But today, We're in. We'll see how this trade does. We don't want to lose no more than 10 cents on it. So let's go take a look and see how our option is doing. It's not doing well. Already up, and it's pushing back pretty good. It's going to be kind of time to get out of this trade. But I mainly want to kind of like show you what I'm kind of looking at and how I kind of look to trade things. This is already too high. We're not getting any help from the market. I know this time of the day, we're at lunchtime also. A lot of times I will let these trades stay on. So now that I look over the time, it's 12:12 here Eastern Standard Time. And I know they don't do too well. I won't get another pop until around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'll be willing to let this thing stay until that time. Now, since it is kind of in an upward trend, and normally if this was a longer-term trade, I could have, would have, should have, gave myself a little bit more time for this trade. But I'm just doing a day trade, still in my day trading mode on these videos. So actually, I'm going to pause this, thinking about pausing this and let this carry out. I'm going to check it in an hour, see what happens. Till then, happy trading, trade small, trade safe, and let's see what happens. But if this thing ends up going below this area here, I will stop out of this trade, which is not too far away. And we end up with more loss than I really would want to take. But I'll pause this for right now. Talk to you later. back. Let's take a look at our Twitter. Zoom share. And like we're trying to push up on looking at the hourly chart here. As you can see, I got a mark way up here at 38.70. Like I said earlier, I think it can push up there, but we got to break that previous high, that previous hour high. See if we don't actually get there or not. And let's take a look at. No, I don't want to mix trades. I was going to take a look at the longer-term trade, but we'll wait on that to be later today or maybe tomorrow. Review it. Okay, down. What's happening here? Yeah, we really kind of a little lower than I like. We haven't broke this. We're losing money on our option position. I know. No. Just really on this particular trade here, I don't want to jump out too early. Let me do one thing here. Let's see if I can do a right click, alert in here, and get out. Let's add also low. Setting up alerts. Right click. Do a cancel right click. Excuse me. Right click on the level that you want to set your alert at. Create alert. Make sure you change when you want to be notified. So I want to know when it gets below that point. Now, sometimes put your note in there to remind you why you put that alert in there. Get out. Create. Like the chart. Kind of gives me a note when I really want to definitely get out of that trade. I would lose quite a bit of money on that trade going down that far. More than I would want to lose. At 20 is at 25. Talking 15 cents or 7 cents, at least 7 cents more. So that's $70 more plus wherever we're at right now. We're already 10 cents down. We're already $100 down. So we end up losing almost $200 on that trade. You know, more than what we normally could make on these trades. But I haven't really. I did. Yeah, I got a buy-in, but as you notice on this particular trade, I haven't set a sell quite yet, and I didn't. Just put an alert in for our stop. Normally, I would be stopping out of this trade right now because we're $100 down. I'm really close to it, and it's not really doing what I want it to do. But I'm gonna try to be a little bit more patient with this one. Now, since it is in an upward trend, although the market is not giving us any help, I know right now. And let's show you what I'm talking about there. It's probably not a good place to look at it. Bring one of the other charts up. But not going to look at it there either. This may be a better place to look at it. Yes. I'll make them large. On the Qs, now let's go to an hourly chart. We're looking at 5 minutes. And let's look at today. And this is today. On the hour, as you can see, we created an doji on the hourly chart, and the market is kind of rolling over. So, like I said, we're not getting any help from the market at this time on that NASDAQ. If we take a look at Russell, RUT, or WM, on the Russell, again, I'm looking at an hourly chart. On our hourly chart, we created a doji. They're rolling over. So, again, we're not getting any help there. Let's take a look at the SPY, SPY. zoom in here. On the SPY, didn't quite create a doji, but we are rolling over with everybody else. Let's take a quick look at the Dow. DIA. Look at the hourly chart. We're rolling over. And if we go to the smaller time frame, maybe a 15-minute, see it still rolling over. SPY rolling over. Up, top, coming down. Should stop maybe right where we're at. Looking at the SPY. The Q's right quick. 1, 2, 3. Q's kind of rolling over. On that, if we stay above 103. And Russell, I look at RUTN, IWM, RUT. Russell kind of top. Kind of topped almost. Top. I'm looking back over here to the left at this area here, where it's back really at this top area. So people are looking to short this thing probably when it got into that area. That's why the Russell has been kind of struggling. And the IWM also on the Russell. WM probably a little man. The Russell 2000. And they're both the same, just different companies putting out ETFs, different prices, options. And the Russell is like in that, the IWM is in that, should be showing the exact same thing, but it's rolling over. So that's why we're not getting any help on our Twitter trade, TWTR. Twitter trade is here, struggling, got a 50% retracement though also. So it's like a double whammy. And we need to see what's going to happen here. But that's the trade. And that's what this disconnect, like I had said before, this can go on for another hour. The time now is 12:27 at lunchtime. And I'm actually going to this time completely pause and stop the recording. And I'll do a review on this a little bit later today. So I'll throw up my disclaimer again. And you know that this is a virtual trade for educational purposes only. Always trade small, trade often, practice, get educated. And one of the things that you can get educated at is rightsatrading.com. We will teach you, help you learn. We will help mentor you on learning how to trade on the right side of the market.